Hi guys, Betsy here with Unique Paper 15. Thanks so much for stopping by today. So today is kind of a different, special video. April from Oak Wild Designs had tagged me in the Ride or Dies video series, which Corinne started out. So I'm going to play along. April, thank you so much for tagging me. This is kind of fun actually, now that I started going through like what would I put in that category, and it's really hard because you have to go through the categories. I tried to follow you guys and pick out the ones that you love the most, and let me tell you, my stack is high, so I'm gonna try to move through this quick. And just a side note, a lot of you know that I package mine in separate like stamp and die kind of envelopes, so most of my stuff is not going to be in the original company packaging, but I will link everything down below that I got, and hopefully all of it is still available. So here we go. Okay, so the first category is going to be sentiment strips, speech bubbles, things of that type. These are my favorite sentiments. Most of my favorite sentiments are from Winnie and Walter and MFT, and I love the thick ones. I know I'd mentioned this to you guys before. The thick hello, that's the type of thickness I like. It really allows you to do more of like paper piecing, inlay, things like that, I think, with the thicker ones. And then same kind of style, the smile and the thanks here. And then we have the other ones that these are hugs and hello, and I believe these are Winnie and Walter. I will put everything down below. Now these I like because they're continuous. They actually go into each other, so I like that as well because you can do a lot of fun things with that too, whereas these are individual pieces. So there's those guys for sentiments. And then next for sentiments is, I believe this is Neat and Tangled. I just got it. I'll have to look. I haven't even done the haul video yet. But these fun little thin scripty alphabets, I absolutely love them. I'm trying to see if I have anything. Yes, I actually just made this with that. So you can see what I'm talking about. The letters are very delicate and long. I like that. I like that there's different types of, you know, font. I like that. Not everything needs to be the same font. And wouldn't that be so fun if the Birdie Brown font actually came out with a Birdie Brown font die? That would be cool. Just saying. Okay, so these guys. Next are my Altenew lowercase block alphas. I really like these. I do a lot of cool stuff with these dies, and I do like, again, the thickness. It lends itself to a lot of different techniques you can do. So there's that. And when I mean techniques is like, what if I were to ink blend this like in a rainbow fashion? You're gonna see it a lot more on this than you are on this, or, you know, a thinner die. So it gives you more surface area. Maybe that's what I mean to say. You have more canvas on the thicker ones, which I really like. Okay, you see what I mean? Like I keep my stuff in really random things. Okay. Next one is, this is by Waffle Flower Crafts. Now I wanted to show you here why I couldn't show you the bag, because see, I keep it in a book. I have like my dies in this this book here, that these are all magnetic sheets. So it's part of this this slide mechanism, which actually doubles in the interactive. So these are the portions here where you actually die cut this into your card, and these little windows come up, which holds your strip in place. And then you know, here's a thin little sentiment. So these strips, sorry, die. So this is what I meant. Like I use these for sentiment strips, and they work out really well. These are kind of new for my stash, but if I had, for example, like this, you see what I mean? This is just a quick sentiment strip that I can either pre-cut, or I can stamp it out and emboss it and then cut it. But I like to cut my papers first, so there's that. So these are really nice because you get that really thin strip, which is, you know, invaluable in our world. Okay, next, from CC Designs, it is, I wanted to show you this because it has the Make a Card number 11. I'm not sure if this is still available because I got it on clearance, but this guy, it's stitched and it's wide, and it doesn't cut all the way to the end. So like if you want to move it over, but I usually just, you know, use this one piece. This is awesome. You guys have probably all received a card from me at some point with me using this strip. I absolutely love this die. It's right beside me at all times, and I love that it's pink. Okay, so that was CC Designs. Next, again, CC Designs. Now this is the Make a Card something. I forget the name of it. But right here, these two. These give you banners, which I really like. So you can either, you know, make a double banner or just keep one end straight as they have it, but they have it in 2 sizes, and I absolutely love that. Again, this was on clearance, so I'm not sure, you know, if it's still available. If it is, like I said, I'll link it down below. Now, I believe this is MFT. Do you guys remember this trio here? Let me just pull this out so you can see. Oh, that magnet's strong. Okay, so it's the trio set like this. A lot of us have, you know, used these or bought these, this size set. I believe it's MFT, and they go in a certain fashion. If you see the break aparts there, I think one goes this. They're all different, but they go in a trio like that. I actually like to use these as sentiment bubbles. So I'll either cut this out and then, you know, use the negative, or I'll put my sentiment, I'm sorry, I'll stamp on the positive, or I'll stamp my sentiment in the negative. So it's like if the flap opens, you know, that's the little window for it. Or I'll take the positive cut from it, and that's my sentiment bubble. And I like it because they're a little wonky. They're different, and you know, not everybody does that. So I like to use those for sentiments as well. Okay, moving on. This is going kind of quick, actually. All right, so next one, again, CC Designs, is this little guy right here. It is so cute. It's tiny, but it gives a little, it cuts a little heart out of it too. So if you have something very small that you want to say, like thank you, hello, miss you, or a name, this is the perfect little die. And again, it's stitched and it has the heart, which I think is cute because, you know, most of the little sentiment strips we use are just plain strips. So I really like that guy right there. And it was, I don't know the number, but I will find out. But CC Designs. Okay, and then the almost last one. This is Speech Bubbles. I love this set from Winnie and Walter. It's called, I believe, Sketchy Thoughts. And I just love it because it gives you the big wonky speech bubbles and then the minis. I think those are so cute. I use these all the time. And I don't think it says it on here, but I believe it's called Sketchy Thoughts. Okay, and then the last one for sentiment strips and things like that is the MFT Dynamics, I don't even know, Blueprint something. I will find out. I use this one a lot, and I actually have a card right here. I'll show you. That's one of them right there. Just I Surrender, and it fits perfect if you see that. So again, if you wanted to cut that straight, you could, but I like the way it just is double bannered there, or fishtailed, I should say. And then of course they have the folded banner. And then these, I know that this is meant for a tag, but I use it a lot for sentiments because you can just cut it straight there. And then again, you have a little thinner. It's a little thinner of that one. So this is MFT. Okay, so one category down, we're going. All right, next one is going to be interactive. So this is my MFT stitch tag. I don't know the names of all these guys, sorry. So you have your tag frame, and then you have your tag topper, and then you have your actual stitch portion. Now, as you know, you don't always have to use it in the tag. You can just stitch it, you know, die cut it on a piece of paper and stitch whatever design you'd like. I use this guy a lot. Obviously you can see he needs to be cleaned out, but I just keep using it like that. So this is one of my favorite new interactive dies. I also got the new, who is this? I believe it's Lawn Fawn, the kitty box die, or add-on I should say. And I was just making this guy right here, and it comes with a little fish. I actually got this for a friend. So I don't know why I put it away. I think maybe I like it. I'm not a cat person, but I actually got this as a gift. I need to back that back up. I don't know why I did that. Okay, anyways, moving on. So Lawn Fawn, this is the, I don't know, what are we calling these? Pop-up boxes? I don't even know. You guys know what I'm talking about. So these I absolutely love. I make them all the time. If I were to just reach, hold on one second. One second. Oh my gosh, if you guys saw what I'm grabbing right now, everything's about to tip over. Oh my God. Okay. I use them all the time. Now this is the other one, the different one, but you guys get my drift. Like, I make these type of cards all the time, and I love receiving them too. Like, I think that they make such a nice presentation gift. Who would not like to get one of these, right? If you have not invested in these, do it. There are so many websites where they have sales, they're good pricing. I mean, nowadays it's just, they're not as expensive as they were when they very first came out. I know Scrapbook Pal has them. Oh my gosh, everybody does, you guys. I think this is one really good die that you should have in your stash. Just, it's good for any occasion. And you see I put my my spare support beams in there from other cards, so I like to do that. All right, next is this one at MFT, when they started coming out with all these little shaker pieces, you know, with the lip balm and the dome and the fish tank and things like that. I thought that these were such a great idea. I actually do use these a lot for lip balms, and I excuse me, I send those cards out often. I actually make them into tags, and people love receiving those. And oh, and the other one was, you know, the gift card one. Whenever I send the gift card one out, people just, they love it. I put like a little Starbucks card in there, or a Dick Blick card, or Michael, something like that. They absolutely love it. In fact, one of my friends, when she received hers, she photocopied the gift card that was in there and put the photocopy back in the card and hung her card up on her desk because she loved the way it looked so much. So she took the card out, but then put a photocopy in. What a clever idea, right? Okay, next is, are we still in interactive? Yeah, this is kind of interactive or background scene builder thing. But this is my Craft and Desert Divas stitch box. I love this box. I also have the Mama Elephant one, but I love this one. It is so cute because it has all the little stitches there. And these little flaps, you can fold it, if you see right there. You can kind of fold it to make it look dimensional. But you need to be aware of, when you fold it, what pattern you want to be exposed, because when these flaps flip over, it's going to be the reverse of, you know, the paper. So you'll see if you get it. But it was so affordable, you guys. Very, very, very affordable. I think it was like, it was under 10 for sure. So good die to have. Okay, now I think we're still in interactive. So the Lawn Fawn Sprinkled with Joy collection, I absolutely love this line. I have made so many stoves, and I mean, this is great for holidays. It's great for birthdays. I'm sorry, I meant for, like, you know, Christmas and Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, your birthday. I mean, you can bake a turkey, you can bake cookies, you can bake a cake, you can bake Valentine's Day cookies. St. Patrick's Day. This covers every single holiday. So I really like this one. I think it's not used enough in our industry. I love this one. Oh, and again, you have a little banner there that you could use for a sentiment, just saying. Okay, now I don't know if this qualifies as interactive or more just scene builder, but here it is. I am in love with the new Mama Elephant monkey head. I love, 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 love this die. It's so cute. It's so fast. Cut, 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 boop, glue, you're done. It is adorable. That's it. Throw sentiment on the inside if you want and send it out. It is a great, great die. Again, this is one that I think everybody should have in their stash. If you're not a fan of monkeys, they have other shapes, but you guys, it's great to just piece together and you're done. Okay, now I definitely know we're in backgrounds. Okay, so I wanted to show you, I love the ELLE and HUTSON stitch lines. These ones right here are, I believe, lawn. Yeah, those are lawn fawn. They came from a separate set. They're thinner. And then I graduated up when I had more money to these ones right here. And I tried to keep them together because at the time I couldn't afford this one that I'm about to show you. But a couple of the ones I use all the time, I broke off, you see, and I try to kind of keep them together. So I broke off these two and left all those together. But I try to use them as a plate. But now I don't need to worry about it because I treated myself to the actual plate. I love these for backgrounds. And in fact, on that tag I was just showing you, that's what I've used here. I just cut the paper, like, you know, I debossed it, and then cut my tag. So it just gives a little something to a colored piece of paper, and it looks like I did something great. I didn't. I just ran it through my die cutting machine. So there's that. And then you have all of these background ones. I love the one for wave. Forget where I got that. Again, link it down below. Now, this can qualify for interactive or background in my opinion. This is the new Insta Love from Mama Elephant. I love it. Let me see. I might have a couple things here that I've been working on just to give you some examples. So let's do it. Okay. So this one right here, she's so cute because, you know, everybody always does these selfies. I just love it. I love it. I love it. So this is the little camera here. And then I added a different camera. And then this is the frame right here. You can add whatever you want. So I added some little Insta stacks and I put some, you know, glossy accents on the lenses just to kind of give it a little something extra. This does not have it. And then here you go. And I took the frame and then I just put a little bit of Mama Elephant again behind. I put a piece of vellum there, if you see. So you see what I mean? Like it can be background or interactive. That's kind of what I meant by that. It has a lot of fun pieces to it. Sorry, that one does not go to that set. I just, you know, look, I put my dies where I put my dies. Okay, so, oh, and this one kind of does qualify. I gave him the call out from that set. So, cute, right? So, you see what I mean? It can be interactive or it can be a background die. So, there's that guy. I like him. And he's very affordable. Okay, so here's the second box one. I believe this is my Mama Elephant one. And this one, I love the bow. If you want to make a quick bow, this is like a perfect die. Just cut it out and boom, you have a cute, cute bow. And then here's the other box. Now this one's a little different than the Craft and Desert Divas, and I'll show you how. And you see, first of all, this one has stitches. This one I like because it actually stacks on top like this, so it's a little more dimensional like that, but this one looks more lifelike. But this one you have to get in a set, and this one you can buy solo. This one is significantly more money, and this one is not. And that's actually why I bought this set, was for that box. So yeah, I really like the box because when I say interactive or background, you can just have stuff coming out of the box. Like you can have balloons, you can have flowers, you can have confetti, you can have sentiments. Like I did one that was just happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday coming out of a box like that. It looked really cute. Okay, still with interactive and scene building. This is the waffle flowers, and I just kind of put it all together. You've got the, I think it's called the A4 grid, grid die, and then this is the apartment builder right here. Love this set. You guys may have seen my video. I've made a few now, but you know, this is some of the things you can make. Just, you know, make a store, make an apartment. I don't think I have any others up here. I think I'm mailing them all out. I'm trying to see. Oh, I just happen to have another one. How about that? This one right here. So this is like a different kind of version. I did me crafting, and that's supposed to be like, you know, curtains, and you see behind me I've got books and letters and my glue gun and, you know, things like that. So you can do anything with this, and I've actually been using it a lot. So you guys might get tired of seeing apartment, store, houses, restaurants, but oh, and the Harry Potter one, I don't know where that one went, but I made the 3 broomsticks. That was a lot of fun. Okay, now on the back here I have my lawn fawn. It's the spring builder set, and forgive me here, it's like that, and it goes on a little like gable box. And there was a time, I'm trying to see if I have it here, that I did not own the box set yet, but I just kind of looked at one online and I made it by myself. I just kind of, you know, made a box and then arched the top and, you know, made it work so I could put the roof on. But now I actually have the gable box thing. But this is really cute, and it's not just for the box. You can add this on so many things, so I think this is a great set to have. They have them for every season. They have like Halloween, Christmas, this is a spring one, but those are really good because they can go on your cards, they can go on, well, they're all cards, but they can go on anything you make. Okay, now bear with me, this is not ELLE and HUTSON, it just I didn't have a die. This is Waffle Flower Crafts. This is the fish, make a fish die. Love, 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 love this. Now this can be great for background, but I think on scene building, but I also think it's like interactive. You can make the prettiest piece, and that can be your card. Look at that. It is so pretty. Now what I did was I did some alcohol ink on, you know, a piece, and then you just cut it out. It's what this is also good for is like your leftover scraps. You see, all my scrap pieces of paper, you can just take these dies and cut them out, and they make the most amazing fish. You're just like, wow, because every pattern is going to be different and no 2 cards will be the same. Again, you see I had some leftover alcohol ink paper that I didn't really like the pattern for a card, but when you cut it out into a fish and then you add everything on top of it, they just come out amazing. So I highly recommend also getting the Make a Fish. I actually wrote to the Waffle Flowers design team asking them to make more dies like this. You know, obviously they have a fish, but you know, maybe a bumblebee or a dragonfly, or you know, I could sit here and brainstorm with you guys all day, but you get my drift. Make something like that again. I love that. Now, this is going to be frames and what was the other one? Openings. Okay, now this is kind of funny. This was one of my very first dies. It is, I believe, Memory Box. Look how janky this is. Let me see. Create Beautiful. I believe this is Memory. Yes, Memory Box. Okay. Works with these dies. How funny. So I have like a bunch of little just like dies in here. This is how I keep it. This is my very professional organization system. But let me pull them out. These. You see, I take advantage of all my magnet. It's this. They're thin and they're stitched. And you guys, when I bought this, I was so excited when this came in. I'm like, oh my God, I have my first die set. I was literally coveting this for like a month. It's so funny. This is so old, but it's one of my ride or dies. I literally use this guy all the time. I love it. And you get, let's see, I think 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. So you know how it is. You can make the thick ones, or you can just do a piece of paper, but I love it. This is definitely one of my ride or dies. Okay, then sticking with frames, this is the AVERY ELLE. Now you may have seen in another envelope or book, I have a thinner one from Simon Says Stamp, but this is the original from AVERY ELLE, the wonky frames. I love it, love it, love it. And why I love it so much is because you have a sentiment banner and this piece. I always like to look at the little accessory stamps in stamp sets and in dies. And I use this guy a lot because I make these little tags. Again, I take advantage of all my spare parts, like all of the pieces of paper that you might throw away, and I cut them out. And you know what, that heart that came out of there actually looks really cute too. And you can tell that this is from a scrap piece of paper because I'm missing like the edge right there. But I had just enough room to cut that die out. So I really like that one right there. He's the cutest little tag. And of course you have, now I wish they would make one that actually cut out the middle. But because it doesn't, what I do is when I just want the frame is I cut that guy out and then I find a die, it's typically this one right here, and I go in the middle and I cut it out, or sometimes it's a smaller one. But you see what I mean? Like I do that to cut out so I have an actual frame. I wish AVERY ELLE or Simon Says Stamp, somebody would actually make a wonky frame that cuts that centerpiece out so you can actually just have the frame. That would be really nice. Okay, and then I think this is my last frame. Yeah, my last frame's opening. Okay, again from CC Designs. It's called Rectangles CCC004. I love this one. It has cool stitches. I know they probably look basic to you, or you know, normal, but I love the stitches in this die. And it has these really thin ones that also double for sentiment strips. I absolutely love those. And then, oh my god, who is this one from? Brain fart. This is another oldie. This one has a thin one, kind of like my old one, but this one has thicker frames. So I really like those too. I will find the names for you guys. Then this is just random stuff I like, okay? And we're almost at the end here. This AVERY ELLE bag topper, you guys can see I have used this to pieces. Like, oh, I normally keep spare bag tops. I make a lot of goodie bags for work, and you just cut it out and you fold it in half and you put score tape on a cellophane bag from the Dollar Tree and you have a cute little handled bag. But I also decorate this a lot. I usually put the, I believe it's MFT, or it's Mama Elephant, the girl squad. I decorate these. I always do glue-ons, or, you know, like, you know, I put something there. Not a tag, but, you know, I color or I add stuff to that right there. So, love that one. You don't necessarily need this bag topper, but I think a bag topper is an essential to have in your stash. And this is, I love this guy. I'll never stop using it. Okay. And then the last two, I love the Crazy Birds. Love my Crazy Birds. I love how they do, you know, the eyes and the beak, or the legs, you know, the wings. You know, you can just stack them up. I love that look. I think that is the most creative thing ever. And it makes it so easy because, you know, as you know, these can be a little cumbersome to cut out. So it is the best die, in my opinion, for a stamp set. Okay, and the last one is the Hero Arts. I forget the name of this one, but it has all the garden pieces that go with all the bunnies, and it has a fence that comes in there. I absolutely love the Stampin' Die set. This is one of my faves of all time. It cuts beautiful. It has so many pieces in here. And again, it's not just for like spring or Easter. You could do this any time of year. I love this stamp set. Okay guys, that's it. That's my Ride or Dies collection. I hope you guys found something you liked, or maybe I need to have something that I don't have in my stash. If I should, please comment down below. Thank you to Corin and April for starting this tag hop and tagging me. All right guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do, but definitely come back for more. Bye.